We're on day 4, and we have the holes for the fuel line clips are not drilled, are not punched in this frame. So what we're doing right now is we're in the process of drilling the first of the many holes that we have to drill for the clips. The screws that hold the clips go into this hole. Kurt did a nice job of getting that one figured out. Now we got to oversize it a little bit for getting it to the right diameter for driving the screw in. So this is our next piece of business. Okay, so here we're putting in the fuel line, and we had to drill these holes, but I let Kurt do all the hard work, and now all I'm doing is the fun part, screwing in the clips.
You'll notice that the generator's not running today. We have power. Got it at 9 o'clock last night. So we're in good shape. We've already done quite a bit this morning. And getting these, doing this fine-tuning stuff of putting the fuel lines and the brake lines on next. Wait a minute. Oh, it's still recording, okay.
What? Wait a minute.
I thought you had to hold the button down. This is the way all of this whole week's gone so far. A couple of days has been gone. We challenge one another, and it's kind of like a Keystone Cops. The whole operation is Keystone Cops. It'll be a miracle if this thing happens. Yes. No, really great. Okay, I'm going to cut it.
So here we have Kurt spray painting a little piece of the emergency brake mechanism. He's giving it a really nice coat of flat black, a special lacquer that was used in 1964, not used anymore. And of course that's important for us on the restoring end of the business. We had to get the right paint, and we had to paint it just right, and we're going to let it dry, and then we're going to let it put it. So we're in the process now of pulling the engine out of the old frame. You can see that we're picking it up. The entire engine, transmission, prop shaft assembly, the whole schmear is coming up. The question is, how high does it come up before it finally clears? There we go. Not yet. Not yet. There it is. Okay. Yay! So now we've got the engine installed in on the new frame, and Kurt's busily putting together the last of the transmission mount attachment, which goes right here at the back end of the transmission to the frame. And we have ourselves a almost rolling chassis. Isn't that something? So what we have here is what's left of the old frame. This part doesn't look so bad. Actually, would have lasted a lot more years, because it wasn't in that bad shape until it got to the very back end. And then of course over here, similar problems at the back end, but that was the part that was causing us to replace the frame, not these parts up here. We've got him all stripped off, virtually everything off of it now that we're ever going to need. The only thing we were using it for is to locate the holes that had to be drilled for the brake line and fuel line clips. And we got all that done. Job's over. So Kurt is putting on the bumper support brackets that came off when we transferred them off from the old frame. One of the last things that we have yet to relocate from the old frame to the new frame. You can see we've got the brake lines running in. See those nice green clips? Those are brand new. We got the fuel line running in on that side, runs through the frame, comes out the top and the back over there where it connects up to the fuel tank. So we've got all of that stuff in, and we've got the engine and the transmission all mounted, and we're ready for the next step, which is we got to get the rear suspension taken care of. We have to take parts off and do some serious restoring of those parts, painting them and cleaning the rust off of them, so that we can put the rear suspension back together and connect it up. Then we'll be ready to put it back on the body again. So what we have here is the battery tray, and it had some rust on it. Kurt's cleaning it off and preparing it for a little coat of primer and then some gloss black paint to make it look nice and new. Kind of a new thing. You see it's kind of blotchy. That was the spots that needed to be painted.